Hey guys, it's Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a clothing reseller on Poshmark, and I typically make videos here on YouTube that have to do with brands to sell on Poshmark as well as thrift hauls. So today's video is going to be my weekly brand research video. However, this week we're not going to be talking about a certain brand. I wanted to talk about two acronyms that I've been using as a search term on Poshmark and other platforms that I definitely want to share with everybody. I know some people know about this, some people really don't. And these acronyms can help you find items to sell that people are literally looking for right now, and you can make a ton of money off of it. I had seen them in the past, but I just didn't really think anything of it. And like about 2 nights ago, I was on Poshmark and I was searching and I started looking, and I was absolutely shocked because some of these items that are selling for hundreds of dollars are things that I literally skip over when I'm in the store because typically that brand has a very low resale value. For example, American Eagle t-shirts or tops. I don't pick them up. I just skip over them because I have not been able to resell a top for more than $10. However, there is one certain top that you can sell for over $125, and it's like just a basic top. So I definitely want to share this information with you guys, and if it sounds like something you want to see, definitely stick around. I'm going to go head over to my computer and I will be right back. All right, so I'm at my computer now and we're on my Poshmark page. I did try to update my my little logo, if you will. I guess that's what you want to call it. I thought those were really cool colors to go together. And also, Reseller Assistant is currently sharing my closet like as I speak. So FYI about Reseller Assistant, I decided to take a break off of using their service because I was like, you know what, I'm going to just try this out myself. I'm going to do it myself. But let me tell you, my sales dropped off this week because I just cannot stay consistent. Like, consistency is key when it comes to sharing your closet. And my alarm on my phone I would set for 9, 1, 5, and 9. I would either be like at the store or I'd be like in the shower and I would end up forgetting. It was ridiculous. I was like, okay, this is why I pay these people to do this. They are amazing. They do such a wonderful job. And $24.99 a week to share my closet, which has over 800 items in it 4 times a day, every single day. That's a really good price. Right now, they have a spring event that's going on. So if you are new to Reseller Assistant, you can save money. So if I have any codes in my affiliate account, I will definitely add them down in the description below. But yeah, if you want to try them out, this is a great time to try them out because it's really cheap. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the video. So the two acronyms that I'm talking about, are they called acronyms? They're just search terms. I guess they are acronyms. So they are ASO and ISO. If you've never heard of this before, it's okay because I've seen it, but I didn't even know what it meant. It took me a while to figure it out. So when I'm on Poshmark, what I've been doing the last couple days is I come up here and I type in this word. I just type in ISO, just like that. And then I will search. And when I do that, I go over here to Justin. So yeah, I put in ISO and it immediately shows things that people are right now looking for. These are items these people want and they will buy it if you have it. So a lot of people who have these items will comment on these ISO listings and be like, hey, I have this in my closet. So then they'll go to their closet and they'll buy it. Yeah. A lot of them will be like ISO do not buy, ISO not for sale. But most of these look like real listings. They just say ISO. So they're searching for these items. So like this one right here, I can inspect and it immediately will show me, hey, they just listed this 5/14/2021. So they just listed this today. So FYI, for those of you who might be curious, you can no longer inspect any of the cover photos that have free shipping or a shipping discount on them. Watch. I go to inspect this and it does not show up a date. This is what it shows up now. So all of these things are things people are looking for. So you may have something like this in your closet. You may be at the store and you may see these items and be like, oh, somebody's looking for that. I can pick it up. It's a great thing to use. I do not believe that people do ISOs on eBay. I think that's probably totally against the terms of service there. But I'm not sure about the other platforms. But I know here on Poshmark, ISO is a great term to put in to find what people are looking for. And you can actually do it in different ways. You can actually go to brands. So let's just say let's look for a basic brand. Let's go to Banana Republic. So I can do that, and it's still searching for ISO, as you see up here. So you can type in Banana Republic, and it's showing you these things that people are searching for. Now, just to check to see if they're actually searching for this recently, they listed this on 5/13. So they listed this yesterday. So they are looking for these anchor shorts by Banana Republic. This person's looking for this dress. They usually will put the size that they're looking for as well. So yeah, this is just an awesome way to find items that people want. And you can just go through, I usually do this whenever I have downtime and I'm bored. I will just kind of go through and do a little bit of research on Poshmark to kind of familiarize myself with new brands, styles, things people are looking for. So ISO is a great acronym to look up whenever you are on Poshmark. All right, so the next acronym that you can use to search is ASO. And ASO stands for As Seen On. And I'm just going to type this in right here, and we're going to search. All right, so the first thing I want you to notice is these keywords that are typically clothing, types of clothing, are no longer clothing. They've turned into TV shows, the royals, actresses, movies, and it just goes on and on and on. It's absolutely amazing. So that is what ASO is. Now, right now, of course, you can't see ASO because they think it's ASOS. We are going to go to Just In. And then I'm going to go to sold items. And I'm going to go change the amount of money. I want to look at things that sold between $100 and $250. So right here, as you can see, these are what the listings look like. Typically, people will put in ASO Serena cardigan, ASO Rebecca jacket, Tory Burch ASO Serena. So I'm assuming Serena is this person, this actress. This is from Gossip Girl because the person's name is Gossip Girl. We'll look at her closet in just a second. So yeah, this person, it says Serena Vander Woodson Blake Lively from the Gossip Girl. So it's something that she wore in that show. She sold this for $135, which is Tory Burch. So that's to be expected for the most part. But like right here, this is design history. But let's look at her closet real quick because I noticed that that's what her niche is. This is it, like Gossip Girl. Like these are people who are following her who love Gossip Girl, and she literally goes through and finds items that these people in Gossip Girl wore, and she's selling them for really good money. So that's all she does. Is that not an amazing idea? I mean, she came up with a great idea. I would never do it just because that's a lot of work, but it definitely gives you an idea of another way to make extra money if you run across an item like this. So I'm going to show you another way to look for these things, and this is how I came across it by doing this. So I went to American Eagle, and I just wanted to see like what items by American Eagle are selling for a lot of money. So I went over here and I did like the custom price. So we're just gonna do 100 to 500. I know I could just click it on there, but it takes forever to do that. And then we are gonna come over here and do sold items because I only want to look at what's sold. And then we're gonna go to Just In. All right, so the first thing that I noticed whenever I saw this was this right here. So it says Rare American Eagle Floral Garden Green Dress, High School Musical 3. So apparently this dress right here that was worn by Vanessa Hudgens in High School Musical 3 sold for $250. And this is completely normal for this dress. So I did see where somebody had sold this dress for like $8 because clearly they didn't know what they had. And that is something that you have to keep in mind when it comes to this. So if you're ever bored one day, do some reverse searching. Go look and see if anybody has something that is like rare listed, because guess what? Not everybody who's on Poshmark knows what they have. Some people don't do this to make them. They just do it to switch out their closet or to make a couple extra bucks. They don't think like this, you know what I mean? So definitely take time to check out, searches to see if you can find these things really cheap, because you can turn around and flip them for a lot of money. But yeah, so like this dress right here, this is a rare dress. If you find this dress by American Eagle, you want to pick it up. I typically would never even looked at American Eagle dress. I would have skipped over it. But now I know to keep my eye open for this dress at least. Another thing, as you can see, it's sold right here for $100, and then you can go on down. This right here is the Academy cardigan by American Eagle. Bella Swan wore this in Twilight. This one sold for 125 bucks, and it's just a basic white V-neck cardigan by American Eagle. That is it. Like, nothing special about it at all. It's just a basic white cardigan. This one even has some staining on it. Even though they say it's excellent condition, I can see the staining. So that's a really good price for a American Eagle cardigan that is used. Another piece is this right here. If you didn't know, in Twilight, I think Bella Swan wore like basically Hollister and American Eagle clothes for the most part. That's what she wore. So there's a lot of American Eagle and Hollister pieces to keep your eye out for. So this is the bomber jacket that she wore. It sold for $110. Here is the Henley. I swear I've seen this Henley before and I skipped over it. I swear I have. It is like a mesh. It looks like it's brown and green, but that's actually a mesh lining. So the stripes are mesh. And yeah, so it's an olive color shirt. This was worn. It sold for 125 bucks. Like, who would have thought that you could sell this type of shirt for 125 bucks by American Eagle? But since Bella wore it, guess what? You know, and you have people right here, would you do 75? Like, people are offering 75. Like, I would take 50. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of money for an American Eagle shirt. So, yeah. Here's the dress again. The dress again. Here's that Henley again that sold for 100. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You know, it's pretty cool that people pay this much money for this stuff. So here's the dress again, sold for 155, and here's Bella Swan's bomber jacket again that sold for $150. And yeah, so those are the main ones. Now there's also this necklace right here. I don't know what that means. It says, as seen on Catherine Pierce, the multi-chain necklace by American Eagle Outfitters, as worn with another unidentified necklace. In season 3, episode 4 of Disturbing Behavior of the Vampire Diaries. So this necklace right here sold for $400 basically. $400, and it's an American Eagle necklace. Like, that's absolutely insane. But since this actress wore it, people want it. So keep your eye open for this big old chunky necklace, because I mean, if American Eagle sold it, it could be anywhere, because American Eagle is just a mall brand store. Like, it's everywhere, you know. So there's another piece. And yeah, so I think we're going to stop looking at American Eagle. We're going to move on to the next. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is Forever 21. So Forever 21 is another brand that I pretty much skip over because it's just a low resale value. However, now I'm not going to do that anymore. Let me go ahead and do 100 to 500. Apply. And then we're going to go to Just In. And there are pieces by, you know, Forever 21 and American Eagle that do have a high resale value that are not ASO pieces, but still. All right, so this one right here is the bomber jacket that has like the roses on the arms. This one is from a TV show called To All the Boys That I've Loved, or something like that. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, something I've never seen before in my life. So I'm assuming it's a TV show. This girl right here is wearing it. It is just this bomber jacket. It's blue and it has floral embroidery on the arms. They were able to sell it for $110 because she wore it. The next piece, I know I saw one which I thought was extremely interesting. It was the singer from, right here. The singer from 21 Pilots wore this Forever 21 floral kimono. And, you know, I've had kimonos that I've got from Forever 21 before. They didn't sell for nothing, you know, 14, 15 bucks. This one sold for $135, all because he wore this. And now they don't have the exact picture, but I did look the picture up last night and I saw, sure enough, he was wearing it at one of his concerts. So if you run across a kimono like this for Forever 21, that's a moneymaker. All right, so right here is a collector's item, they say. Now I think this was by the boutique Forever 21, but it was worn by Violet on American Horror Story. So this is it right here. She's wearing it. That was probably my favorite American Horror Story season 1. My absolute favorite. I loved it so much. And I don't think any of the others topped it. Just saying, my opinion. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's by Forever 21, but it says Boutique Forever 21 right here. if you find that, I mean, look at that sales price. Like, amazing. So I wrote down black lace dress, but I think that was like around $55, something like that, which is, you know, fine. All right, so the next brand we're going to look at is Hollister. And so with Hollister, I only found one item, and it was from Twilight. All right, so the one item from Hollister that I found was this right here, which was the Bella Swan Twilight Engagement plaid shirt. This is what she was wearing when, I guess, Edward asked her to marry him. But this is what it looks like right here. It's got like blue squares with some white red lining and white squares as well. But this one sells for over $100. So if you were to find this, you definitely want to grab it up. It's just a navy blue, red, and white button-up shirt. That's it. The last brand that we're going to look up, and just FYI, there are a ton of brands. You can look up every mall brand there is and you're going to find the same type of stuff. But for the last one, we're going to look at Banana Republic. And I'm actually going to do this. So I did a search from high to low instead of going from like 100 to 500 because that's kind of dumb. I don't know why I was doing that to begin with. But anyway, so we're going to also look at the particular category because I know two of these items are in this category, I believe. So one thing that I've noticed about a lot of these brands is there's a lot of bundles that sold for a ton of money. But there are also other pieces that sold for a lot of money. And one of them is going to be this Banana Republic tan trench dress. This dress sold for $175. It is still very rare. People are selling it for that much still today. And that's it. Like, they just put that. Anything that the royals wear, like, sells for a ton of money. And there's also a skirt that was worn by Kate Middleton. That was by Banana Republic. And my computer will load. Alright, so the skirt that was worn by Kate Middleton is this one right here. I don't know if they have the picture of it on here or not. Yeah, well, they have it on here. They said Kate Middleton. But a lot of other people, and you see it sold for $120. Alright, so like this is the skirt. And if you find this skirt by Banana Republic, you can make at least $100 on it. So definitely keep your eye open for that. But yeah, so that is it for this video. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to leave me a like before you head out. So if you could, in the comment section below, tell me a brand that you see often at your stores when you're thrifting that you don't pick up because it has a really bad resale value or it just never sells. Be sure to leave that down below because next week's video has to do with that. So I will talk to y'all in my next video. Have a great day. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.